All right, my man, today we're doing 3 fantastic LA sushi spots starting here at Yama Sushi Marketplace. This place, like many others, they got fresh fish, they got amazing rice, they're cutting it behind the counter as we speak. So I think we're in for a treat.
Yeah, I think for me, good sushi obviously has to start with good fish.
Yeah.
That's the centerpiece. It has to be fresh, it has to be cut right, it has to be prepared well.
I want every bite to feel like this thing just jumped out of the ocean into my boat.
100%.
I'm gonna go put in an order and get us an assortment of things. Also want to throw a California roll into the mix.
Ooh. I mean, we are in California after all, so it'd be rude not to.
All right, I'm gonna get us some sushi.
All right.
All right, so I grabbed us a few things.
Just a light snack, is that?
Yes, that's yours.
Oh my word.
So there's a bit of a miscommunication with the kitchen. They actually made us 2 platters instead of 1. Also, if you want to get a platter here, you have to call ahead of time.
Sure.
But usually you just walk up and get one of these.
Yep.
Who's hungry?
So I'm gonna start with probably a California roll. We're in California. These look ridiculous. I don't know if I've had a California roll of this size before. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. That is so fresh.
So the California roll, as you notice, has a creamier flavor to it. There's avocado in there, imitation crab, and rice on the outside. The rice being on the outside is what's kind of considered an inside-out roll.
Okay.
All right, so the reason that it has avocado in it is because the inventor, Ichiro Mashita, was looking to make a sushi roll that kind of played more towards American tastes. It was in California. Avocados are plentiful. 2 + 2 was 4. Put avocados in that bad boy.
Local tastes, local produce, local roll. It's very tasty.
Got an unagi eel right here.
Eel with sauce. Oh man.
Oh, that's so good.
I can't get over the California roll.
Yeah, right? How good is that? This is like an iconic piece of sushi. I think I've seen like magnets that look like this, right?
Salmon nigiri, yeah. It's about as classic as it goes. Little tuna nigiri.
If I wanted that, I want that over here sans rice.
I think one thing that's really blowing me away here is the freshness of everything.
Yes.
Obviously, like rolls, nigiri, excellent classic sushi pieces. I do really like to judge a place by its sashimi though, because there's nowhere to hide with this, right? It's either fresh, tasty fish or it's not. And right here is very fresh and very tasty fish.
This is really fantastic.
Really love the rice here. It doesn't have too strong a flavor to it, but it's got that really gorgeous, light, fluffy texture. A lot of the sort of particularly pre-packaged sushi I've had in the UK, the rice is quite bland, very stodgy, and just overall doesn't add much to the dish.
So Kenzo Yamada and his wife opened this Yama Sushi Marketplace in 1984, originally as Yama Seafood. They import the rice from Japan at a specific farm they have a relationship with that uses next to no pesticides, and they ship it over here and they mill it almost like a day or 2 before they're selling it. So not only does that mean that you're getting authentic Japanese rice, but it's also probably fresher than any other Japanese rice you're gonna get in America, certainly in Los Angeles. I mean, this is their competitive edge, and I have to say, it's absolutely fantastic sushi.
I'm blown away by the quality, the consistency. I feel like you're kind of getting that fancy restaurant quality sushi, but in an environment where you can just kind of take it and go if you want to, or you can sit down, grab a soda, eat it on the sidewalk like we're doing right now.
Okay, this is probably of the highest quality sushi you can get in Los Angeles, but it's incredibly accessible to the neighborhood, which I love, right?
You can tell how much technique has gone into producing this, which I really like. The fact that you can get 4 very distinct cuts out of one tuna. You get the really fatty tuna, you can get the slightly less fatty tuna, you can get the chutoro, the otoro from the tuna, and they're all kind of cut in a way that really emphasizes the texture and the flavor that you get from each one. I'm blown away. It's really, really good.
I'm glad I'm taking you on this thing because, I set this up, but I was like, man, I don't know what any of this stuff is called. But you like sushi, so.
I love sushi, yeah. If there's any pronunciations you're struggling with, throw them my way. I'll take a stab at it.
We're working together. The show's all about unity.
That's why we work as such a great team, Joe.
I could keep pounding away at this, but got a couple more spots to take you. We do have a minute, so maybe if the crew wants to jump in here so we end up wasting all this food, how's that sound?
Yeah, good plan.
And then to the next spot. Woo. All right, next spot we are going to is pronounced, I believe, Sakae Sushi or Sakae Sushi?
Sakae Sushi?
I believe that's what it is. All right. It's a little out of the way. They are a smaller spot with no indoor seating. It's takeaway only. Also, they declined letting us into their kitchens, but they were kind enough to let us go purchase some sushi, and we can just kick it in the parking lot and chat there.
Sounds great. I almost respect the place more for telling us no sometimes. They don't need us. We need them.
Exactly. And thank you. Have a nice day. Thanks a lot. Take care. All right, let's go this way. Sushi number 2.
Let's go.
I just was straight up like, give us a mixed box of 7 pieces.
Very nice. That's pretty.
Yeah, it's
a
nice.
pretty box, that
Good
one.
to go,
I'm a
right?
fan. You good there, man?
I think I can still. Okay, I'm going.
Salvage it. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Uh-huh.
So it's the Kansei style, Stella sushi. The emphasis on the freshness of the fish, so you use a lot more vinegar. So you taste it.
I'm tasting that.
Yeah.
It's got that kind of like vinegary, slight tang to it. Also kind of sweet though. You can definitely tell they're adding maybe a little sugar to the rice as well here. Would not surprise me. Getting that kind of like konbu richness as well to the rice. And yeah, that fish is like super fresh, super tender.
So the emphasis on this type of sushi is fresh fish from the Pacific Ocean, which we're currently on. So everything really that they're doing here is based on getting the freshest fish possible and preserving it long enough to have the flavors and the freshness in the sushi. So
I guess that also makes sense as to why they're adding a bit more vinegar to the rice, because then if you're wrapping fish in a slightly more vinegared rice, it's going to have that kind of preservative effect, as well as also tasting really good.
you'll also notice that there's a higher ratio of rice to fish to balance out the flavors. Nice, right?
Yeah, The rice has such a good texture to it. It's got that nice kind of satisfying chewiness, holds together with these pieces. I know you made a slight hash of the chopsticks, but you know, we can't all have the mad skills that I do.
This is gonna be a long day. This type of sushi, from what I read online, the sweeter flavor is what a lot of Japanese Americans are more used to. Hey, that fell apart right there. Huh? How come we're not all like at his ass about that?
I was trying to like bite that one in half, and
Not
it
so
didn't
easy,
wanna go.
is it? Oh yeah.
He's learning.
One bite, baby.
The apprentice has become the master. If you've ever watched TV shows where there are sushi chefs talking about how to make their food,
Yeah.
there's so much emphasis placed on the rice, which I think is something that's wasted on like a lot of people. But if you think about it, like what? Usually at least 50% of your mouthful is going to be rice. So there's no point in having this delicious fresh fish and then putting it on just like bland, tasteless rice.
Absolutely agree.
I feel like here they're really taking that seriously. They've put a lot of emphasis on the way the rice tastes, the kind of structural integrity it provides.
Yeah.
Super tasty.
Well, this place has been in the family, the Tani family, since the 60s, right? And all the recipes and the style of sushi that they serve has pretty much gone unchanged. The menu has pretty much stayed as is since the 60s. They added the California roll, I think, in the 80s. Other than that, they're really sticking to tradition with this sushi.
Yeah. I like this tofu one. It's really good.
Yeah, it's nice.
There's something very LA about the experience of just like taking sushi to go.
Yeah,
This is kind of like quite an affordable box of sushi as well, right?
$11.
Yeah, that's
11
really
bucks
good.
for this, yeah.
That's a crazy deal.
Cash only. So when you go here, cash only. And they have signs everywhere on the door that's like, it would be really helpful if you called ahead of time and put in reservations.
Sure.
So if we're blowing up their spot, call ahead of time, bring cash, be nice.
Don't be disappointed.
Yeah. I love this. Could have demolished this whole box. I mean, I guess I have 2 pieces left. Do you do as well?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay. But I got another spot I want to take you to, so want to head to our next spot?
Yeah.
All right. I still have room for a little more. I hope you do too. We're on our way to Sherman Oaks to a place called Sushi Note. Their omakase menu is on the Michelin Star Guide. So if our boy Mishi says it's good, if a tire production company says that this is a great restaurant, you know it's a great restaurant.
I do love that idea of like a tire company being like, oh, you know, here's your tires. We've changed those for you. Also, you looking for a food rack around here? Because we got you.
My man, we're gonna be doing the omakase menu that they offer here. Sushi Note does a full omakase, a half omakase, and of course they do a la carte pieces. We're gonna get a little bit of the half omakase.
For those who don't know or haven't had one before, do you want to give a quick rundown of what we can expect?
So the way the omakase works is that the chef is going to be picking, hand curating, mind you, various pieces of sushi, and they come out one at a time. So you have time to taste it and enjoy it and think about it.
I like that because it does feel like pretty much every time you come here, you would get a unique experience depending on what the chef is feeling on any given day or what fish was looking good at the market that morning. So yeah, it's really like a unique curated experience, which I love.
Hungry?
Very hungry, let's go.
Let's do it. Ah, fantastic. Thanks.
Cheers. Starting with some miso soup.
I never see miso soup as the full meal, right? It's always like before on the side.
I think more typically as a side, yeah. I mean, it's very tasty. Yeah, in terms of ways to open a meal, always love these as a 1-2 punch.
What's better, this or chips and salsa at a Mexican restaurant?
Ooh, man.
Yeah.
That's a real tough choice.
Yeah, I didn't think you get the hard-hitting ones this late in the show.
Oh, man. Maybe this, you know.
Wow.
How about you? Other way around?
Yeah, I think I'm more of a chips and salsa guy.
Interesting.
Gentlemen, we got first plate of sushi.
Nice.
So we recommend eating left to right.
Thanks so much. This looks amazing. So
Yeah.
we have snapper,
Boom, snap.
halibut,
Hey.
lean tuna, which I was just saying, one of my favorite pieces
I think,
of
I think you manifested this
I really
plate.
did. I need to, yeah, we should
let's
just dive in and eat.
No wasabi,
Little
right?
wasabi. You get the yuzu, that's citrus. Texture of the fish is perfect.
Right?
Buttery. Not overly fishy again. Oh, that's so good, man. I'm in trouble here.
Okay. On to the next one, halibut.
Little halibut.
Just for the halibut, let's give it a taste. With the house-made soy sauce.
House-made soy sauce. They're soying this sauce in-house.
I don't even know what non-sauced soy looks like. Right? What are you imagining? Beans?
It's beans. They ferment beans, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Even better. A little wasabi in there too. Subtle, flavorful. The perfect bite.
Even with the wasabi and the soy in there,
Yeah.
such a delicate mouthful.
Yeah.
So impressed by that.
I think the next piece, the last one, the lean tuna.
Look at the color.
The hairy
of that, man.
Kersh. Yeah,
The
oh,
concentration.
Now that's lean. That's amazing. Every piece was better than the one before it.
There's something about the flavor of that lean tuna that just gets me every time. Obviously, it's a fish, but it really does have that red meat, like steaky
Yeah.
effect to it.
I know exactly what you mean.
But just
yeah.
a bit lighter. That's wonderful.
So wonderful. Everything's so flavorful yet well balanced, with not only the fish and the rice, but also the wasabi and the sea salt or soy, depending on the piece. It's like so brilliantly considered. It's such a deceptively simple bite each time, but it's actually quite complex and just delicious.
You can tell that Chef Sato is a master when it comes to this.
Yes.
Because like you say, those bites were just like perfectly harmonious. Really hit a good note, if you will.
Ready for the next one.
That was so good.
All right. Thank you
Thanks
very
so
much.
This also looks incredible.
Dude,
It smells.
you smell that? That's the truffle, oil, and salt on this piece of scallop.
Salmon with the soy sauce again.
That
House-made
house-made
soy
soy
sauce.
sauce, all right?
And bonita fish with some onions. And we did confirm fresh wasabi here.
Yes.
Real wasabi, which a lot of the time you're not getting when you get sushi.
Right. All right.
All right, man.
All right, scallop heads, let's do this.
I love a scallop.
What is up? Oh, yeah. I think I'm eating this stuff too fast. I should savor it more.
What's the point of the omakase, man? You're supposed to slow down, enjoy yourself. Scallop, so tender. I often find truffle a bit overwhelming, but like
Yeah.
that's used so sparingly.
Yeah.
You get it kind of on the nose, but then most of what you're tasting is just that scallop, the rice.
Obviously, the chef up there used it just the right amount. It just kissed. Mwah.
An accent of truffle.
Oh, yeah. I love how this piece looks.
Even just these like little cuts that he's making on the fish, on the scallop, now on the salmon.
Yeah, yours has a little slice through it, right?
Yeah, same with yours.
Why do you do that?
I think it lends itself to like a slightly better mouthfeel. Also, when you do add the soy sauce on top, it kind of like penetrates the salmon a bit more.
Ah,
Every element of this dish seems very considered.
fantastic. That's my favorite bite so far. That's been the
Really?
best one. Yeah.
So they're dry aging the salmon in-house again,
Yeah.
2-week dry age.
2 weeks dry aging that.
You really do get that kind of like slightly intensified salmon flavor.
And the soy sauce is really like bringing out the flavor, like giving it a fuller body. It doesn't taste like sodium.
No.
I feel that sometimes people with sushi, especially, they overdo with the soy sauce because they're dipping every piece into.
Or like something that I do, like if I buy pre-packaged sushi from a supermarket
Well,
in the UK,
yeah,
the quality is so bad that you need the flavor
Yeah.
from the soy sauce.
I agree. Next bite, last bite before the roll that Connor's really excited
The
about.
last nigiri.
All right.
This was bonita. I don't think I've ever eaten bonita in my life before, with a little onion on top.
It's a trophy fish, so it's pretty big.
It's kind of big. Something about wasabi with fish like that just
Yeah.
works so well.
Yeah. What it does is it like, almost like, in a weird way, lights like a flavor fire underneath it. Like it just, the, I guess, intensity of wasabi in small amounts, all it's doing is like supercharging the flavor.
Yeah, wasabi's like kicking the door down,
Yeah.
and then the flavor just walks on through afterwards.
I'm gonna be straight up. I'm glad that guy's doing it because I was like, just put a little on there. I'm like, was that enough?
Spoonful?
Yeah, was that enough? I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah.
I agree. This might be the first time I've really kind of understood why that wasabi belongs on fish so well. Just because, yeah, like the way that you kind of experience the flavors in these waves
Yeah.
is so phenomenal.
Yeah. Oh man.
Negi hama hand rolls, yellowtail scallion.
Nice. Ready to bite?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
He said you could maybe do this in like 2 bites.
Uh huh.
A little soy dip.
A little bit. Oh.
Oh no.
Bit too much soy on that bite. Let's go for number 2.
Go a bit of it. That's so fresh. How's it so fresh?
Amazing.
When you think about it, like we are eating fish with a load of rice.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be like a light, delicate bite, but it
but it
really does
is.
somehow
And
end up like one.
Really packed in here too. Mm-hmm. And just if yours doesn't fall into the soy sauce like mine,
Yeah.
you get like a little soy kiss on there. This is such a fantastic roll.
Even the care in the assembly here, so that you are getting some of the fish, some of the rice, and some scallions, like all throughout in every bite.
Yep.
So impressive. Ah, so tasty. I don't want this meal to end. Coming in here, I was like, we've eaten a lot of sushi today.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're only doing a small course, but now I'm like, full
Actually,
mode
yeah,
omakase.
I'm just like, we could just do the whole thing, right? Well, my man. I took you to 3 fantastic spots, starting off with Yama Sushi Market. After that, went to Sakae Sushi. And we ended with another paramount sushi experience, omakase, here at Sushi Note. So, which was your fave, buddy?
If I had to pick one, I do think it's a slightly unfair comparison on the rest, because this is a special, unique experience, but Sushi Note has absolutely been my favorite of today. I will say I was really impressed by Yama. I thought Yama was excellent, incredible value for money, quality was extremely high.
Yeah.
But I think for me, the experience of the omakase at Sushi Note has been absolutely worth it. It's kind of blown my mind. I don't ever want to eat prepackaged gross supermarket sushi ever again.
And we never will. Yeah, I agree. This was the best one. I really loved it here. Everything tasted delicious. Every other place we went to was like top tier. We'll take anyone to. We'll definitely go back. Absolutely loved. Had amazing sushi, but this was just next level. So yeah, this was also my favorite.
Well, I'm glad that we've ended the trip on a high note,
Yeah,
and we both agreed, which doesn't happen all the time.
don't have it all the time.
This has been wonderful. Thank you,
All
Joe.
right. You're welcome.
Cheers.
Cheers.